The city is hoping to hear about money soon, but it's possible they won't hear anything until the provincial budget is released on March 26th. And with work already started and costs looking higher than anticipated, any money the city can get is needed. You can see where the vehicle struck the building, and while the driver was not injured, a pregnant woman inside the store was pushed into the counter by a shelf of water jugs, prompting a visit to the hospital. If the legislation goes through, Alberta will be the 10th jurisdiction here in Canada to restrict tanning for youths, leaving Saskatchewan as the only province with no regulations. In response to the growing demand, Alberta Health Services has added more resources to its emergency medical operations. This includes an additional ambulance to their fleet, making it possible to have 3 ambulances running 24 hours a day. The bill is not making it mandatory for all schools to have a gay-straight alliance. It's simply mandating that if a student wants one, the school must accommodate them. The students estimate it'll cost residents $12 to $15 a month for a curbside recycling service. They also say that the city will need to create a recycling plant to accommodate the extra recycled materials. Thank you for joining us. It's more bad news for oil and gas workers as Schlumberger confirmed Thursday night they will be suspending their operations locally. With more layoffs and cuts to oil and gas jobs being announced every week, many people are wondering just how bad this oil crash will be. Leah Murray took a look at what history may reveal about expectations for 2015. Some big changes were announced on Monday for high school students in the province. Starting next fall, Alberta Education will put more weight on the work done by grade 12 students throughout the year and less on diploma exams. This winter may not be as cold as last year's, but for those on the streets, it's cold enough. Fortunately, there is help for the homeless in our city.
We are at a turning point in our province, and in the coming days we will be announcing some critical changes to how we manage the finances of our province.
One of those changes is to reduce Alberta's reliance on energy resource revenues. As part of a 10-year plan, Prentice announced the percentage of oil revenues directed towards program spending will decrease to 75% in 2018. That will drop to 50% in 2019, with 25% being dedicated to rebuilding the emergency fund and debt repayment. But Wild Rose MLA Drew Barnes believes a 10-year plan is not good enough.
Today's problems need immediate action, and we can't wait for 10 more years of broken promises from the PC government.
Prentice didn't provide a lot of insight into the budget, but warned residents can expect a healthcare levy.
When we present our new budget, we will be asking Albertans to begin to contribute directly to the costs of the health system.
Healthcare premiums were canceled in 2009. Residents we talked to have mixed views about paying for healthcare.
I think it's a terrible idea. We're in Alberta, it's what we pay for with our taxes.
I'm willing to pay as long as I can get the care.
Prescription drugs and all that are pretty expensive nowadays, so I wouldn't like it to have to pay extra on top of that.
The mayor and city councillors will be watching the budget closely, hoping for money to assist with flood mitigation. Councillor Robert Dumanowski didn't want to speculate on what else the budget might include, but feels this is one that will impact everyone.
We're all biting our nails in anticipation of that budget. It has implications on every municipality, every school board, public sector, environment imaginable.
Alberta Finance Minister Robin Campbell will deliver the budget on Thursday. And with Prentice's promise not to add a sales tax, it's still unclear where most of the revenue is coming from to make up for the forecasted $7 billion shortfall. Alicia Draus, Chat News.